That was a good video. I like where you're coming from. I'd like to offer a little, I guess, semi-rebuttal to the second half. I think there's an important distinction to make between the blind wish for fame and fortune and the celebrity lifestyle and the desire for a real audience that validates your talent and appreciates you for who you are. I mean, you must admit that your current situation in life is the result of people watching Charlie McDonnell and saying, oh, that guy's cool. Like, it's easy to say you should do something that you're proud of, and if people don't like it, that shouldn't matter, when you're speaking from a position in which people do like you. Now, that doesn't mean it's not valid advice, but what if you'd never achieved the audience you have now? What if you just remained obscure, you know, some kid talking to a computer and eventually had to go on through the school, job, career, ant farm route? Would you still be able to give the same advice? I'd bet that the dream of most aspiring entertainers on YouTube and elsewhere is not simply to become famous. I bet it's more like this: to be able to live a life in which one may stand up and say, here, look, this is what I am, and for that to be sufficient. Now, it's the classic wild dream, and most who entertain it just fail. But for those who achieve it, it's a wonderful thing, right? So I really do think there's a distinction to be made. There are those that seek fame as an end unto itself, and that probably should be discouraged. But then there are those for whom fame is a necessary means to being who they really want to be in life. You know, an entertainer of any type. So I just keep that in mind when evaluating people who seem shamelessly desperate for views, attention, and such. And that's all. Yeah. I'm right with you on the celebrity gossip. I mean, we got the same sort of magazines over here, but nothing on television. Heat magazine on TV, that's frightening. I looked up some of those commercials on YouTube. But, you know, the content inside's probably pretty similar. Excuse me, YouTube. I've actually got the black lung here, so you should watch my videos, make my last 6 months more pleasurable. Wow. Anyway, yeah, so I was in the checkout line, and I see the cover of, I think, like US Weekly or something, a little pink sticker in the corner. It says, Jessica's Big Oops. It's like, okay, how big could that be? Maybe, so a thought comes to mind, and nah, it's not it. But now I'm kind of curious, so I open it up, and that thing that I thought, it really was. You should see it. You shouldn't see it. Finally, ironically, Charlie, if you're watching this, I did just make a little tongue-in-cheek spoof video based on your How to Get Featured on YouTube from 2007. Silly. Actually, it's pretty cool. Like,